Yo, what's up, guys? So I've been getting a lot of requests to do like a rotations video and how to rotate better in scrims and stuff, so I decided to finally do one for you guys. This game is from yesterday's scrims. I stream my scrims, almost all my scrims, so you guys can watch my scrims live. I just don't explain exactly why I'm doing stuff during scrim stuff because it would take up too much time, so I decided to just do a voiceover for this video to show you how I rotate my thought process and stuff. So, and this is just a little 4v4 that we had at the beginning of the match that I'm going to show you guys. So I decided to take the roof side so that I could cover my teams better, make sure I have Overwatch for my team to help them out in the best fighting position. So we're pushing up. They called push up, so we're pushing up now. I'm on the top. I'm going to just, play my side, make sure no one pushes into them. So I jump to the other side of the roof, and I just go, you want to go FPP in these situations so you can see it on better. Because if you're TPP like this, I messed up here. So TPP, it's hard to see the dude if you're hip firing because your body is blocking his body, right? So we won the 44 fight real quick. We're like 2,000 meters from zone, so we drive into zone on the edge here. We loot here for about a minute and a half until zone's about to close. And then I just asked Prof, it was yellow, to scout blue marker, and so you don't have to go directly to the middle of the circle. You can scout inwards. You can stop short. We stopped at this compound, it's clear, so we started scouting this compound. I scouted it, it's clear, right? So you just slowly push in to take the better position. Like this compound, in my opinion, would be the better position. There is a team on blue marker up the hill. You can see on the mini map. I tell Sam to go here so he can get a position. So what we're doing is we're 3-man holding this compound, right? And there's a fight in blue marker, and we tell Sam to go up to the tree so we can cover Sam from down the hill, and then he can see if he can grab a thirst or two, which is 1 or 2 kill points, which always helps out in the end. If you can get like an extra kill point or two, every match that's going to add up eventually. So he goes up there. He doesn't find anything, so we're just waiting here at the compound for about a circle or two. There's nothing really interesting happening. But what you want to do in these situations is you all want to be watching your side. If you notice, I'm always watching up the hill and like slightly down it. That's my side that I'm covering. You want to all be watching one side, so that way you when you get crashed or when you see people, you know that there's someone over there, right? So if you have multiple people watching the same side, you have an open position, right? So zone shifts, we're not in zone. The rocks up the hill, or the little mountains up the hill, there are people there. So what I'm telling my team to do is bait me, because we're trying to get a knock on them, right? That way we can, take their position, fight it, get a better position inside zone. They hit me once. Just driving around. I think Starlight calls he lights 1 to half health. And Prof gets another one half health as well, but we're also 2 players half health. So if we push that, they're going to be healed by the time we crash there, and we're going to be in a disadvantage. So I decided to say, like, hey, let's rotate to the right side, rotate these shacks. We can hold here for 1 more circle, right? Because it's either we fight them or, that's the only 2 options, really. And I chose not to take the fight because we're at a very big disadvantage. Because if there is 4 of them up there, which I think there was 3 or 4, I cannot remember which one it was. But it's really hard to take that even if they are a 3-man, because they have high ground and we had to push up over rocks and vault up. So it's better to just, try to play below them a little bit. There is a team at the compound outside zone of blue marker, so I'm just looking at the hill while they pull up, so you want to cover fire your teams. So the team in blue marker does end up actually rotating to our right side. If you're facing the hill, to our right side, around us, so we're kind of sandwiched, so we just vibe. They haven't pulled up yet, actually. So they pull up in about 10-20 seconds because the blue's about to touch them. Basically, we just vibe here. I'm thinking, like, what are we going to do the next circle? So I'm just at this point, you're hoping to get zone blessed because the rotations are really hard from this. Usually you don't survive the next rotations, which, hold up, lost my words, hold up. So usually you don't make it out of this next circle shift that you're about to see. It's kind of hard. Like, we just got very lucky in the rotation. But I'll explain exactly why I did it, and I'll be doing more videos like this, so I'll give you a bunch of different scenarios that you can learn from. So I'm rotating left to see if we can get a knock on this hill, because they're getting crashed right now by another side. I see a few teams. I let the team outside zone pull up to distract them, and I focus on the team that's on the hill. So I try to help out the team that's pulling up on them, so that way they can engage more, because the team that pulls up outside zone just immediately dies because of how good a position the people up on the rocks are. So you see zone shifts. And I want to rotate on the edge of circle because we can't go through anything. We can't go directly to circle. So our best option is just to go all the way on the edge of the zone. So that way we're able to, just find a spot or even like 1 player make it in. So I start going. There's the team to our left. They shoot at me a little bit. There was another guy over here, but you can see his car to his left. He died. So we're just rotating. Everything's free on this side. We're lucky this is free because this is actually like where a team probably would have held if it was a higher ranked lobby. But this is just NA T1, and T1 right now in North America is pretty bad. So the house on the left or the right clear. Usually they would not be clear. There'll be a team there, but there probably wouldn't be a team here. So I hop out here. We find a spot. I just tell everyone to watch the back side, so that way we don't get shot in the back. You just want to worry about their back side. You don't really want to worry about the inside because the people inside circle are not going to be pushing to you because they already have a spot in circle. You need to focus on the people that are not inside circle. Those are your #1 priorities. Maybe you have like 3 watching back, 1 guy watching inside, gathering information, but you want a majority of your players on the team watching where people would have held outside zone. So I'm getting shot from up the hill, so I jump off the rock. I think Prof gets knocked from up the hill, but we're just watching the backside. I get shot again. I'm like, what the heck? How am I getting shot from the angle? I didn't know I could get shot from the angle, so I played this side of the rock. And so we cleared our backside. We know there's no one on their backside because they would have shot us now. They would have done something now, unless it's just some solo sitting outside the circle. So we try to move the car back, but they already shot 2 car tires out, and it's smoking. So there was actually a team in the compound on the left side when we were driving in. They were just waiting there. They were a little bit up the hill, but they actually did end up moving into the compound. So we're just scouting it out, looking at stuff. So there's not much rotations after this, so I'm probably just going to let y'all watch the rest of the video. I'll come back and explain why I do some stuff in a minute. So after the zone shifts, you know, I'll tell you guys.
So what will happen? Alright, so there's 2 tires gone on this car.
The kid at the compound 355.
Nice.
Alright, fuck this on.
Yo, these oh no, those on sex are taken, I think. There's a blown up SEMA there.
You can actually take 2 steps. You just gotta watch out for one house, the compound. I don't really want to risk it.
Yo, this compound has so be a solo because they would have picked us by now. Yellow.
Alright, so as you can see, zone shifts. I'm about to pull up my map and show you. As you can see on my mini map in the left end, or I'll just pull it up right there, but yellow marker is where Accelerate is, I think, is the team name, and there's a team below them in the compound. So I tell Green and whoever else is over there by Green, which is Starlight, I tell Starlight and Prophecy to gatekeep yellow marker just to make sure they do not get inside zone, because that's a few kills and it will help us out get in zone. So basically what they need to do is they need to fuck them over as hard as they can, you know, shoot all their cars out, knock them, whatever it takes, so that way me and Sam can get inside the left side, because there's trees inside zone over there and we're protected from the rest of the circle. So that's probably the best option. You know, you don't always have to all get inside zone. You can have a player or 2 play spoiler, which basically all they focus on is helping your 2 teammates get inside zone. You know, if you die playing spoiler, it's perfectly fine. That's literally what you think is going to happen. 90% of the time when you play spoiler, you are bound to die. Like, we all know you're going to die. But with you dying, it helps everyone else get inside zone because you're stalling other teams, making them die to zone, stuff like that, and, you know, shooting their cars out, whatever it takes, you know. So I basically just tell Prof and Star to play spoiler right here. Zone's about to shift in 2 seconds. See, we got close side. We're only 8 meters from zone from our rock, so we're, you know, we can just push out a little bit. So we see this car crash up. That car is actually inside zone right now, so that's gonna be a problem for us because their car is blocking off the angle of Starlight and Prophecy, so Prophecy's not able to shoot them. So I run out in the open, right? I know I'm probably gonna get knocked here. You know, that's fine. All I'm focused on is knocking that guy to make sure that way he cannot cause a problem for us, right? So I actually make it to the street. I don't die, and then I get knocked to the cellar to the far right, which is fine. See, I knew I was going to die there. I didn't care that I was going to die. All I cared about was getting that knock, so that way he could not, you know, fuck over Starlight and, you know, Prophecy or Sam, whoever it is, trying to get in zone because he has an actual good position. But there's actually another team that or his team crashes him and actually gets arrived. So I tell Sam to push out. I tell Sam to fuck them over, just kill them, you know, do whatever it takes to kill them because they're going to cause a problem because they're inside zone. So he actually makes it to the street without even getting shot. And then he just beams them right here. I think he beams them right here. Look, he leans to the right, bodies them. I'm just gonna try to crawl them, you know. Might as well try to crawl them and just sit at that tree and die eventually, you know. So he actually gets the wipe on the people below the hill. Sam and, or not Sam, it's Starlight and Prophecy on the right side, which is far from zone, like 80 meters, I think is what it says, 60 something meters from them. And there's a team on the hill. That team has to come down. So I tell Starlight and Prophecy to push the team on the hill
No. Stay here,
gatekeep them because
stay here.
Sam's actually closer to zone, right?
No,
So
again,
I'm
Sam,
just
don't peek anymore.
worried
Don't peek
about
anymore. Don't peek
keeping Sam alive for as long as possible, so that way everyone else can get pushed
can
out of
anyone look
zone
at
and they can just, you know,
Sam's
eventually
marker
die
right
to
here, my
zone.
green
So
marker? Can anybody
Sam
see
is
that?
closest to zone. So
Starlight,
Prophecy
yeah.
and Starlight's job is to
You
just
see anyone?
kill
You see
anyone near them or trying to get to
I
zone.
don't. I
So
saw
the left side
Starlight
rock is
right
clear over there.
so
I
they're
asked them to look
like,
at look at that.
Assume
So I
he's
just tell
dead.
Sam to not shoot, not peek anything, just vibe behind this rock or this tree,
Y'all see anyone?
and let Starlight and Prophecy, you know, shoot anyone that tries to come to zone. So I think they try to push Starlight and Prophecy because they know where they're at. So it's a 3v3 right now, or it's a 3v2v1, and so their only option is to try to push Starlight and grab a kill on them, or push Prophet and get a kill on them. So Sam's just sitting here at tree as long as he can. He gets pushed out by the zone, so he's trying to find the other guy. So he has a tree right here. Actually, he's blocking the other guy's vision. We actually end up no one dying and getting the wipe on them. So if you guys want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe, and 1,000 likes and I'll do another video.